Hi, my name is Lee, and I am the founder of the Foster Care Closet. We started the Foster Care Closet about 19 and a half years ago. Most of the time when a youth enters foster care, they're entering with just the clothes that they're wearing. And we wanted to become an organization that helps stand in the gap and meet those immediate physical needs as kids are coming into care. We've never really been intentional about addressing how kids enter care. A phone call's made, a stranger comes and picks up a kiddo, and they're overhearing the worst part of their life being told to a complete stranger over and over again. They go to a stranger's home and they have nothing but what they're wearing. They're still very much in survival mode, and so we are an organization that really wants to be intentional about how are our youth experiencing those first hours, and then how do we continue to restore dignity throughout the youth's foster care journey. In the beginning years, we were just taking in donations of clothing. One of the things that we definitely recognize is that it's the subtleties that speak to our youth. And so when we were offering only used clothing, it was just a reminder to those kids that they really were only worth what somebody else felt they were worth.
It is so important for kids to have new clothes because it just gives them a sense that they're normal. Like being a foster kid, you don't feel normal because you're not with your original family. And so having that feeling of normal, it's amazing. It can change one person so much.
As a foster parent, you don't know what kids are coming into your care. Most of the time you have maybe a couple of hours to prepare. So knowing that the Foster Care Closet offers these services, it takes a lot of the financial burden off of the foster parents in the beginning. It gives foster parents just a brief reprieve to be able to get the basics that they need in the beginning. It relieves a lot of stress. When they get clothes that don't belong to them, maybe they don't fit as well, they're too big, they're too small, that's when they get bullied.
I've seen kids get bullied because their clothes are falling apart, and choosing your own clothes, you can find that one piece that just absolutely makes you feel so safe when you're in it.
We're here because the community believes in the work that we're doing and they invest in us. And we want to make sure that we're being good stewards of that investment. We really wanted to get creative with how do we stretch those dollars, still serve the same number of kids or maybe even more. So the mobile closet began to take shape. We have had a wonderful 12 years of partnering with the Department of Health and Human Services here in Nebraska. But we were informed in July of 2025 that they would not be continuing the vast majority of our contract with them. So we are losing about 50% of the funding. It costs us $350 to serve a youth with a full wardrobe of seasonal clothing. And the funding loss means that we are going to be able to serve approximately 500 to 600 less youth than what we've been able to serve. So the need is great. In order to make up that funding difference, we need to raise $280,000 before the end of the year. This is why it's so incredibly important that we get your help in order to serve the kids that don't have an opportunity otherwise. We're going to display a QR code that we'd like for you to scan, and please contribute to help serve the youth in the foster care system throughout the state of Nebraska.